Signs you are more attractive than you think. Hi guys, my name is Christine Loveridge and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about signs that you are more attractive than you think. Before we get into this video, please do leave a like on it and please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you have any stories or tips yourself that may help other people, then do leave them down in the comment section below so we can help each other out. Thank you so much. So I think a lot of people don't actually think they're that attractive. I see this with, most people who I come into contact with that are attractive. I will say to them, oh, you're really beautiful, or you're really attractive, or how did you get so fit and healthy, and then they'll give some kind of thing like, oh, I'm not really that good looking, or no, I'm ugly, or something like that. So most people don't actually think they're that attractive, which is kind of sad. But then again, there's obviously the opposite end of that, where you see people who are very narcissistic and love themselves, who think they're God's gift, basically. So basically, the place where you want to get to is a place where you feel confident about the way you look, but you're also humble about it, right? But a lot of people don't think that of themselves. They think they're not very good looking. So what are the signs that you are actually really good looking, but perhaps you just don't know it? You're just not aware of it. Because, obviously we look in the mirror every day, we see ourselves every day, we see ourselves in photos, we tend to always zone in on the things that we don't like about ourselves. So, and obviously we see ourselves every day as well. So if we see ourselves every day, then we become accustomed to the way that we look, and it's very hard to see how we look from other people's point of view. Now, obviously, this obviously goes into people's preferences. So, you might be really good looking to someone, but the next person might not think you're that attractive, because we all have like types, right? So some people really like people that have red hair or blonde hair, Don't feel too bad if you do come into contact with someone who does say you're not good looking, because obviously that's just their point of view. That's just the way that they see you. Other people might think you're really good looking. So anyway, what's the first sign that you are way more attractive than you think? So the first sign is people find it very easy to approach you. So let's say that you're at a party and you find that people find it very easy to approach you and come up to you and talk to you. This is a good sign that you are attractive. And the reason why this is because obviously there is something about you that people are drawn to. It might not necessarily be the way that you look, but it could be the way that you exude yourself. It could be in the way that you talk. It could be even in the way that you smile. You might just give off this very attractive energy, this very magnetic energy that is very attractive. Or it very well could be the way that you look. You just look like a nice, approachable person, and that is actually very, very attractive. Because let's be honest, if you walk into a room, so let's say you were at a party, right, and there's someone in the corner, shall we say, they kind of dressed really badly, they've got big pit stains, like BO stains, and you can tell that they smell, their hair's kind of greasy, they just don't look right. You're not going to want to approach that person, right? And the reason why you do that is because, there's something about them that turns you off, that doesn't really want to approach them. And you can have this even with the same sex. So let's say you're a man watching this, you may see a guy who looks like this and you won't want to talk to him. You won't want to be near him because there's something about him that's just not very attractive. There's just something about him that just kind of repels. However, if you see someone in the room who's kind of having a good time, who looks like they're enjoying themselves, who has this good positive energy, they look well groomed, they clearly take care of themselves, then you're going to find it much easier to approach that person. So if you personally find that people find it easy to come up and talk to you, especially if these are people that you don't really know, so like I said, like it could be at a party or something, then there's obviously something about you that is very attractive. So if people are drawn to you, if people find you easy to approach, then you are attractive and you don't even know it. So the next sign is you get attention romantically, but sometimes obviously you might get unwanted attention. So this was like kind of experiences that I went through growing up, and it was like I didn't really seem to get the ones that I wanted, but still people were kind of interested in me, even if I weren't particularly interested in them. So if people are still interested in you, even if it's people that you are not interested in, then even if you have never been able to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or whatever happens, you never seem to get the ones that you want. If you still get romantic attention, even if it's not the romantic attention that you want, then obviously there is still something about you that is attractive, that is good looking. We often become so focused on the people that don't want us, and we feel like, oh, it must be because I'm unattractive. And yet we ignore the person who we're not interested in that comes up to us and says, oh, I think you're really cute, or they, want to be close to you, or they want to go on a date with you, but you're just not interested in them. But because you're so focused on the ones that you want that don't want you, it's very hard to see that other kind of attention. So if you get attention romantically, even if it's unwanted attention, that means there is still something about you that is attractive. And you are probably a lot more attractive than you think. So another sign that you're more attractive than you think, and this is an obvious one, but you might always reject it, and that is when people actually tell you that you are attractive. When people say to you, if you're a woman, oh, you're really pretty, or you're really beautiful, or if you're a guy, people will tell you that you're good looking, or you look strong, or you're handsome. If you've been told in the past that you are attractive, then you are probably very attractive. If you've been told in the past that you are attractive, especially if it's other people other than your mother, then you are attractive, and you're probably a lot more attractive than you think. So how can you make yourself more attractive? Because obviously, some people might watch this video and they might feel, oh, this never happens to me, or this doesn't happen very often to me. Well, even if it doesn't happen very often, but it still happens, then you're still probably a lot more attractive than you think. But there are some ways that you can improve it. Thankfully, you can improve how attractive you are. Now, you might not be able to change, your hair color, even though you can change your hair color, obviously, with hair dye. You might not be able to change how tall you are, although you can in certain aspects, like you can wear shoes with heels on it or something, or higher heels. There are some things about your body that, you can't really change. But most of it you can change. You could get slimmer, or you could get bigger, like as in like you could get more muscly or something. There are plenty of things that you can do to your body to make it look better. So one of the things that I see with guys, especially, okay, is that sometimes I see guys who wear clothes that are way too big for them. So for example, this is a lot with my dad, okay. My dad wears very baggy clothing. He wears those like really baggy jeans that you will see builders wear. So you can't really see a shape, and I see many men go with this problem. There's even a problem that I go through, and I'm quite masculine in terms of my personality. I consider myself to be a masculine lesbian. So I wear a lot, like the clothes that I wear, quite baggy, okay? But when I go out, I make sure that I wear clothes that fit me, okay? So if your clothes are too baggy and you can't really see your shape, aim to get more clothes that fit you a lot better. Now you can go to places like tailors, where they can, get your right size, or you can even do it yourself, get your own measurements, so like your arm length, your width, your waist length, things like that. Wear clothes that are a bit more tighter fitting. Now if you're a man, women do actually like men that wear tight clothing, okay? Now obviously not so tight. There obviously needs to be a little bit of room there. But try and find clothes that do actually fit you, so you can show off your body. And if you're not happy with your body right now, like let's say you feel like you're a bit chubby or something, then you can work on that. You can work on that. And luckily, the things that you wear, those are things that you can change. How big your body is or how small it is, those are things that you can personally change if you put the effort in. Another one is, being well groomed. So that means having a nice haircut. It might mean getting a regular haircut. Unless, perhaps you've got long hair and that's just your style. Like, for example, if you really like rock bands, I see a lot of rock people who love like heavy metal and stuff with long hair. Obviously you can have that if you want to have that, but as long as it makes you feel confident, and that's the important thing that I want to kind of address here. As long as what you are wearing makes you feel good looking and makes you feel attractive, that makes you feel cool, that makes you feel confident, that's really all that matters here. Now, even if you still think, no, I'm too ugly, there's no way, even if I, get a good haircut or wear better clothes, it's not really going to change. There are still other things that you can change. It doesn't have to be your appearance. It could be you yourself. It could be your personality that you can change. You can aim to be more of a positive person, because usually people are more attracted to people who are uplifting, who are positive. So this is why when you're at work, you always want to hang out with that one person who always makes it fun, right? You always want to be on the same shift as the person who always seems to make it fun. Or you always want to be in the team at school with the person who always makes it fun. So your aim then is then to become one of these people that always makes it fun. Now this doesn't mean that you're disruptive, it doesn't mean that you're stopping other people from working, but what it does mean is that you always are lighthearted, you're always enjoying what's ever happening, and people will be drawn to you. People will find you more attractive if you are making whatever situation is happening more fun, if you can make it more enjoyable for everybody. So those are some ways that you can personally make yourself more attractive if you are really, really struggling with this kind of situation. I hope my sincerity has come across, and I do genuinely hope that this has helped you. If you would like to get in touch with me personally and you would like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com/shop to get coaching with me. On that page is also a dating manual, a free PDF that you can download. If you read it and you have any feedback, then please do let me know so I can make any amendments, so I can make it the best product possible for everybody that wants to read it. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.